Hi Sagis, so I'm here to do the general readings for mid-March. I've tried to record your video twice. I've tried to, oh, my words are doing it again. I've tried to start your video twice and my words keep getting really badly mixed up. So I don't know if it's something to do with this full moon that we're under at the moment, or it's something to do with your reading. Maybe you don't know how to express your words at the moment or something. So these will be extended readings. You can watch the extended on the Vimeo link, or you can join the community that I'm building on Patreon, where you can get all of the extenders, especially if you are one of those who like to check your sun, moon, your rising, and your Venus placements, which I always advise, because each one will have a message for yourself. And each time, like different parts of the month, we're under the full moon, so you might resonate more with your moon sign. So I'm going to dive straight in. I'm using my Empowerment Oracle deck. I'll be clarifying and then going deeper in the extended. So let's have a look. Sorry, I've just knocked all my cards off. We've got the Abandoned and Lonely card. I don't know why I called it the Abandoned and Lonely card. I need to change this deck up a little bit. But it's about kind of, maybe you've felt rejected or abandoned in the past, but the Hand of the Divine is now saying, come on, it's time to move on now. To, you know, to the people who bring like more light into your life, you know, better directions. So what's crossing that energy for my Sagittarius? The moon. Maybe you're a Sagittarius moon. I do feel like there's definitely a reason. I keep banging on you about your moon sign. I've not done it on any of the other videos, so maybe do check your moon sign. But we are under the full moon right now, and the full moon is about releasing any fears that are holding you back. It's also about releasing people, things, places, you know, things that we're carrying like emotional baggage. So sometimes there's a need to go through a massive release, and I feel like that's what you're doing. You're going through a massive release, or you soon will be, because that's challenging. So maybe the challenge is to kind of let go of something, you know, that you need to let go of. Pisces energy there. Why is this coming around now? The four elements, because it's time to come back into the sun. You know, it's time to kind of put those rainy days and those clouds behind you. You can't live in the past. If you carry on living in the past, you're never going to get nowhere in the future, you know. So I feel like there's a massive element of needing to leave the past in the past and going for a brighter way of doing things, a brighter way of sharing energies with other people. Again, you know, it's kind of just to let them drift off, because, and take the guidance to go forward. In the recent past, so we've got the Twin Flame card and we've got the Knowledge card. So I do feel like there's some like kind of relationship that was going on that's learnt you some kind of massive lesson. You know, you've gained a lot of knowledge from that situation. If it wasn't a relationship, it could just be the fact that it was a karmic ending. We've got the number 8 here, which is karma, releasing things. We've got the numerology with the 1111. Maybe you were seeing 1111 a lot. Coming out of all this chaos, so it's now time for peace. I feel like there's a massive emphasis on peace. It's now time to just put the past in the past. At present, we've got Call of the Wild, which is the Dreamcatcher card. You may be drawn to certain animals. Maybe you're drawn to like a shamanic practitioner. But again, sometimes with the Call of the Wild, it's about untaming yourself and freeing yourself from these things and being protected with the Dreamcatcher, the dream protection. Being protected as you move on forward and as you go through this release. Sometimes with the animals, you'll be drawn to certain animals, and spiritually you take on board that animal's personality while you're going through a certain part of your journey. So that could be a major element as well. Near future, Mother Nature, starting to feel grounded. You know, she's turning herself into her own tree of life. It's kind of blossoming through the lessons. So it's very earthy energy, you know, so maybe you'll be drawn to do earthy things to kind of ground yourself to, you know, after you've gone through this massive release, it's like, right, I'm going to ground myself now, and I want to think about what I'm doing, how I want to blossom, how I want people to you know, see me, how I want to see myself, you know. So again, it's all about self-nurturing, taking care of you. Your power is the Haunted card. It's to stop looking back. And I've had it all the way through your reading, you know, about this release and surrender it, because it's not going anywhere. Nothing good comes from holding on to things that are dead and buried, that are just gone. That sounds awful, me saying it like that, but I've always wanted to be a reader that doesn't sugarcoat things. So I just say it as I see it. Your power is to stop looking over your shoulder. It's to stop looking back over the past. You know, the shadows in the past with the Haunted card. I kind of feel like you've got to stop turning your head that way and start venturing forward. The outside influence. Peace and contentment. The happy home life. I keep getting this energy of shoulda, woulda, coulda. So maybe that's what you're thinking about, especially with the abandoned card. And maybe that's what you need to release. Releasing the shoulda, woulda, couldas. You know, and kind of just venturing off forward onto the new part of your journey now. In the hopes and fears position, we've got the ruins. Again, I feel like some of you are fearing actually saying goodbye to a toxic or negative situation. I don't know why. Maybe you've been in it too long. I was in a very toxic relationship, and it's like it becomes an obsession, like you're addicted to that person. But it's not. It's trauma bond. You're addicted to the trauma. And when I realised that was life-changing. You know, I changed everything about myself. And again, you've got that because you've got the knowledge card, you know, learning a massive lesson in all this. Yeah, because the fear with the dark night of the soul. So maybe there's been like depression, anxiety, that type of energy in the past. And there's a kind of fear. I do feel like maybe you are going back to darker times. You know, maybe your mind is going back to darker times, and that's what you need to release. Like finally release the power that the dark has had over you, if that makes sense. Sagittarius, you always get like a quite deep reading. Your outcome is temptation. Be careful you don't get burnt. Maybe you're going to be tempted to go backwards into a negative situation. Your power is to look forward. Capricorn energy there as well, so that may be significant. But I feel like you need to be really careful with your choices in going forward, because, again, I'm kind of getting this shoulda, woulda, coulda. Do you keep going back because there's some kind of temptation there? It's more like a toxic connection. So we'll get a bit of clarification, and then I'm going to go deeper in the extendeds. Oh, way too many. Right, so abandoned and lonely. Is it when you're feeling lonely that you start thinking about the past? Maybe you already know that it's not good for you, but something kind of pulls you back there. So we do have the Fool card on top of the abandoned and lonely card. So it's kind of let them go and you go on your merry way. You know, having that faith in yourself to start the new journey. It's kind of time to be happy. It's kind of time. Sorry, I got cut off there. So I was just saying, it's. I feel like it's time for you to start back at zero. I feel like it's. Take the risks within yourself. Yeah, because there's a judgment needed. I feel like you've got to come to a full, clear conclusion, decision. Because you've learnt some massive lessons. You know, the Knight of Pentacles in the recent past, it's like a total standstill of something. But with the Six of Swords, you are going from stormy waters to smoother waters. Things are going to start to smooth out. I just feel like your power, you've got to let go of that past pain. Because all it's going to do is carry on putting you down. You know, stand in your truth. If you've brought some of this on yourself, you kind of just stand in your truth. You know, maybe I shouldn't have put myself in that situation. That type of energy. But we all learn life lessons. The outside influence is 10 of Pentacles with the peace and contentment card. So it could be in some kind of like toxic job, toxic boss, you know. We do have the 5 of Cups. I feel like you do kind of keep going into regret. Like, again, 5 of Cups is about looking backwards. Where's the Temptation card here? The 7 of Cups, options. So you've got options opening up, but I feel like you keep being tempted backwards. King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Maybe there's some kind of legal dispute going on. Maybe there's some kind of toxic legal, you know. The Knight of Swords in reverse. See, even the cards are saying don't take the action towards that. Oh. The Devil on top of the Devil. I would be giving this a wide berth, but take it as it resonates. These will be extended, so I'm going off there now. Bye.